JJ McCarthy has his own betting market on FanDuel. Where will he end up? The Vikings are the favorites at plus 105. The Pats plus 340. Commanders plus 380. That number, I think this has shrunk a ton based on the rumors that, Josh, we heard the Commanders were sort of tied to him. Do you think there's any chance, like you said you moved McCarthy above Daniels. Was that based on, I mean, because it's hard to do these rankings, like it really is. But is that like based on like you went back and watched some Michigan stuff? You're like he's like I think I just need to move him up, or is it like it was sort of walk us through that process?
Yeah, it's based on a lot of things. I think he's a more complete passer, and just from my personal experiences covering the draft, that's where it has to start first and foremost. Who's the most comfortable in the pocket? Because you have to be able to do that before you can worry about the other stuff. That's where I made a mistake with Zach Wilson. He wasn't someone that made plays within the structure of the offense. He was rolling the pocket out and making those deep throws. And honestly, that taught me a little bit about what I need to be evaluating and prioritizing at the quarterback position. So for me, McCarthy is a better passer than Jaden Daniels at this point in time. But I also think he has enough athleticism, enough mobility where you're not really sacrificing a ton at the position. I mean, Jaden Daniels is the best rushing quarterback in this draft class without question. But I think first and foremost, you have to be comfortable with the player as a passer. And that's where I tend to favor JJ McCarthy. I've been a fan of his all year long, going back to the beginning of the season, talking with Ryan Wilson with the first pick. I've been in his ear all year long about JJ McCarthy. Bowling Green was a little bit of a hiccup in the journey, but we were able to write the course. I just think he's a winner. I think he's got all the intangibles that you look for at the position. Not that Jaden Daniels doesn't, but that's been part of the thought process for me and how I came to McCarthy as the third quarterback.
I don't think we're picking up Brinson. I think your mic is
I was muted. Yeah, I was saying, any thoughts on the yeah. It's my first mistake. It's one of many mistakes I'll make today, I'm sure. The JJ McCarthy stuff for you, RJ, with him, it feels kind of dumb to chase the steam on Washington, right?
Yeah, plus 380, I think that would need to be a trade down. I don't think at 2 they would do it, but maybe. Patriots at plus 340 are interesting. Could be at 3, could be at a trade down also. So really think it's kind of wide open. I don't love the value on the Vikings at plus 105. I just think that's, with all the range of situations that could happen, why play that plus 105? There's no way any of these teams are close to 50% chance of landing McCarthy. So if you're going to play this prop, definitely looking at different direction than that, because the odds should be a lot closer together than to these other teams.